Hey everybody, this is Marian Cowigowen.
And this is David Owen.
And this is You Show Me Yours Rewatches, Degrassi Junior High. And today we watch Season 2, Episode 9, Dog Days.
Dog.
And if you were thinking it was an episode about a heat wave, you would be incorrect. It's literally about the day that Arthur found a dog.
Yeah.
No heat whatsoever. I rag on a lot of these episode titles, and sometimes even I think I'm being a little mean, but then there's multiple storylines in one episode. The title has to apply to both. But
yeah, I guess.
It was
Dog Days, I guess you could see maybe for the A plot.
I don't think so. Well, it was the 80s, they hadn't invented literature yet. I don't know.
Okay.
No one was clever in the 80s.
Well, except for all of they didn't have any contemporary literature. They just had all the boring stuff that Mr. Radich reads in class.
That's true, including T.S. Eliot, which
yes.
I was like, first of all, I never read T.S. Eliot in my entire education, but I definitely was not reading him in 8th grade. But in Canada, I think they must be more advanced.
Clearly.
Anyway, yeah. So this episode, and I feel bad laughing about any of this because this is a very special episode. Capital V, capital S, capital E. Stephanie is depressed.
Yeah.
And lightly thinking about suicide.
Yeah. Trigger warning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Some dark moments
for that. Yeah. So it's not even. It's like. It's the way that kids used to casually talk about it in the 80s and maybe even into the 90s.
Yeah.
Which was just, and I think really, we may have Kurt Cobain to thank for sort of changing that. Saying you were going to kill yourself, or I'm just going to kill myself, or in a tantrum, a kid saying, maybe I'll just kill myself.
Yeah.
Was just sort of like fair play. It was like, I'm going to run away from home. I don't love you anymore. It was in the repertoire of
just things that you said to hurtful people.
But not crazy, not way outside the plate kind of stuff.
Yeah. And we have, Heather and Erica, the twins, are kind of playing, the peanut gallery in response. And one of them, I think it's Erica, says, "Oh, she's not serious. She's doing it for attention."
Yes, which
is, I think, the typical response.
Yeah, they are sometimes they are like the Greek chorus or whatever.
Yes.
They are just stand-ins for all of the opinions that people might have around the subjects, oh, Spike's pregnant. I think she should get an abortion. I don't think she should get an abortion. It's the twins are just different, two sides of the same coin.
The alpha and the omega.
Yeah, and they are playing their role to a T here.
Yes, and the other one says, what does she say? Well, no, that's one of the warning signs talking about it or something like that.
Yeah, she's just doing it for attention. She's just talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it occurs to me, though, once you know that saying that will get you all sorts of attention that you maybe don't want, then I don't know if it stops people from doing anything. They just don't talk about it.
Sure. Sure.
So I don't know if that's the solution, but it's not a joking matter. So
it's not at all. We here at You Show Me Yours take it very seriously.
We just
I don't know the help number for suicide off the top of my head,
I think it's 811.
811 is where you get your pipes
located.
Located.
That's right. I'm sorry.
That's going to be a real fun experience if you call 811.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
I'm thinking about ending it all. What you mean, your project, we'll help you. It's fine. Just we'll locate the pipes, and you don't have to. You can dig. It's fine. You don't have to end your project. I can't go on any longer. No, we will locate the telecommunications wires, and you'll be able to complete your project on time.
You don't have to cut any wires. Just keep digging. It'll be fine. Is it 888? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, not 811. Sorry.
Seek out help if you are struggling with.
Yeah.
Why are you listening to this podcast?
Because listening to us gives people a reason to live.
There's someone out there in the double digits of listeners that we have whose only solace in life is that we are here for them every week.
Yes, and they listen to us and they're like, "Oh my gosh, these people are dorkier than I am."
Be so much worse. My parents are cool by comparison.
Yes. But you know what? That's, my mom used to say my goal in life is to make other people, or my role is to make other people feel better about their tans because she was so pale. Mine is I make other people feel better about the state of their homes, cleanliness wise.
Yeah.
And our role as a couple is to make everyone feel better about their parents.
Yes.
Yeah. No one tell our kid that. Anyway, back to Stephanie.
So why, pray tell, is Stephanie dreaming about bridges and jumping off them?
And kind of like having it, not even, she throws a stick off.
Well,
and it's kind of, it's like there's a soft focus on the edges. And so it's kind of a dream or a daydream, or like they don't even go so far as having her walk on the bridge. It's just, it's farther
she's
removed.
on the bridge when she throws out the stick.
I thought that was still the dream. Okay. Anyway.
No, I'm saying she's in the dream. She's wearing that gray shirt and the black skirt or whatever, like the long ankle length skirt. That's when she's supposed to be dreaming, I think.
Yeah.
And then, until the end, I think she wears that outfit at the very end.
That's
her supposed to be like,
that's her depression outfit.
Yeah, that's her. Yes. But yeah, why, what's going on in Stephanie's world that has, let's recount.
Yeah. So we've seen this building for a while.
Yeah.
People was she, oh no, I think she still is school president, but the seventh graders had an uprising against her, but Radich says to her at this point, are your duties too much?
Yeah.
And she's all sassy. No, he's trying to reach out to her and saying, you were acting different. What's up? But I don't think he's the person to do it, really. And she's not having it. So the seventh graders have been uprising against her, and she's not doing as well as she wanted to.
Well, and being school president, I think, is not turning out to be the sort of automatic popularity infusion that she was expecting.
Yes. Like, when I say she's not doing as well as she wanted to, she's not really putting in the work to do as well as she wanted to. She wanted it to be easy, and it's not.
Yes.
Because recall, she didn't have, if you go back a season and a half, she didn't really have any aspirations toward it until she realized that as school president she would get to throw parties and dances.
Yeah.
So
and related to that, she's lost her best friend Vula, who is just so heartbroken. She
to the suburbs,
moved to Saskatchewan or whatever.
Yeah, with her family of reincarnated people
of an unknown amount of people.
But know how many? Yeah,
it started out as just her dad, and then now she's got brothers, and she's got a mom that's alive, and oh man, there's just. Somewhere there should have been a Vula spinoff.
Yes,
that was just like,
it was a new character every single episode,
like the Family Matters to the Perfect Strangers. Yes. Like just this character just goes off and hey, I got this whole other life now.
Yeah. Well, and just like in Family Matters, what is it? Judy, the youngest daughter, just went upstairs and was never heard from again. Yeah. Here we have the opposite.
Yes,
people just come downstairs and
I guess that's a good question because there was some overlap. I think maybe one season between. Perfect Strangers and Family Matters. Did Harriet keep running the elevator in the building, or did she full on move? Because they're in Chicago.
They're in Chicago. Yeah, those are both in Chicago. She just got a different job, I assume. But yeah, I don't remember Harriet being in Family Matters all that much. I remember, I think
no, Perfect Strangers.
I'm sorry, Perfect Strangers. Once they hit on the two couples dynamic.
Yeah.
Then it was mostly about that.
Yeah, she was just there to sort of snark.
Yeah.
To sass. When they were in the storefront or whatever, the workplace. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because it started at the store.
Yeah.
And then
that's how they meet the girls. And then, by the end, it is this couples dynamic.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it is them trying to coexist and do whatever it was they were doing. Balky was doing something in the store, and Larry was a reporter. I don't know.
No, they met because they're distant cousins, and Balky shows up and is like, Cousin Laddie.
Right. And then I think he gets him a job
at the Trib.
Yeah, but like working, like was he working like a concession stand or something? There's something with a
there was something in a store.
He's working a register. Anyway,
we watched this first season like 3 years ago, but
Stephanie's depressed.
Yes,
and it's because she also can't follow the intricacies of the Harriet Winslow Perfect Strangers, Family Matters world.
Right. But so lost not a cool president. People dislike her.
Best friend gone.
Can't land a man.
Couldn't her I don't want to say slutty phase, but her temptress phase did not pay off.
Failed miserably.
And her attempt to reform from that did not pay off.
Because she couldn't get wheels. The soap opera star was terrible.
All of her
Can't
relationships
get Simon,
have failed.
Doesn't have the cool clothes. She's just kind of, and then they keep using this phrasing. Her dad wants to reopen the divorce, which really just means he wants to change the custody arrangement.
Yes.
And at first we're told that their dad wants full custody of both of them, which is like, I don't think you can even really do that unless the other parent is a super fuck up. But anyway, and then we learn that her mom has been dating and has a serious boyfriend.
Yeah.
And we learn this episode that they are talking about getting married.
It's very serious.
Which Stephanie says, "You've only been dating for 2 months." And I said, "Yeah, no, slow your roll, girlfriend."
Yeah.
And her mom wants full custody of both of them.
Yeah, because she'll have a
proper family,
a proper home now.
Yeah. And Arthur, meanwhile, he doesn't like this either. He says, "I like living with Dad. He cooks sometimes. It's, blah, blah, blah."
I will say they do a good job here of like doing the sort of, I don't want to say classic, but the sort of classic, I guess I will, divorced parents kind of thing where the mom is like, "Oh, it's lasagna. It's your favorite. I made lasagna. I bet your dad never cooks."
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah. And Arthur is subtly defending his dad.
No, yeah. He cooks a lot, actually. Like he's actually like, like she just wants his dad to be bad at parenting so badly.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I remember there being a lot of media about divorced parents in the 80s, even though it was not a new phenomenon.
Well, it was becoming easier to get divorces.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess no-fault divorce
was on the rise.
Wasn't a thing everywhere until
It was in some places, and then it was in some states that had very much. They weren't going with no-fault divorce, but they were adding in, separation periods, and they were making it more doable. So the divorce was the hot topic of the 80s, mid to late 80s for sure.
Yeah, and I remember I've talked about the Wonderwork series of movies on PBS, which I've described it as like Hallmark Hall of Fame for kids. It was deeper topics, and mostly good production values, et cetera, et cetera. And I feel like some of those talked about divorce.
Oh, sure.
There's one called Necessary Parties, which I think was actually like in the theaters. It was Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Yeah.
Talking something. I don't remember. Lot of talk about divorce is the point.
What's the movie that's famously about
Kramer versus Kramer.
Kramer versus Kramer. I was going to say the other one. Glengarry Glen Ross. I'm like, that's not it.
No.
But I was like, I know it's a courtroom movie.
We hadn't gotten to the point like they do in The Parent Trap where divorce was used as a funny plot device.
Right.
But they did follow this custody battle where they're just like split them up.
But yeah, it was a very and then this sort of just like the current wisdom is you put the boy with the dad and the girl with the mom. Yeah.
Never mind that the mom has pamphlets that the boy can have, but Stephanie says she doesn't really get along with her father, so who knows? I don't think we're ever going to meet him.
I don't know. Yeah. So these are the reasons why Stephanie is not having a great time, and Jerry is the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, whatever. And because Jerry's a good guy.
Yeah, he's trying.
Nothing wrong with Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's trying his darndest here to make this work.
I suspect he's trying a little too hard.
In her eyes, I'm sure. And
also, it's been 2 months.
Yeah.
Both of you need to calm the fuck down. And here's where I'm going to tell everyone else what I've told you several times. I decided several years ago, if anything happened where you were not around for whatever reason, I will not be getting remarried or living with anybody until our kid is certainly out of high school, probably out of the house for good, because that is a bundle of complications that a kid does not need, particularly when I think it's parent and one kid, because that's just that's too much confusion for a kid. Certainly 2 months. Just give it time.
Too much. And do you think that putting this declaration on now on public on public record will make you less of a suspect when I die under mysterious causes? or more of a suspect.
No, what I think is going to happen is then I'll have a bunch of second husbands lined up, and they'll be saying, when is it when your kid turns 18?
Yeah, what's the day?
Or when he graduates from college? Or what's the deal? And I'll be like, wait, hold on. No,
and then all the time you're just spending the life insurance money on.
No, I'm waiting for you to say, of course I would not. No one could replace you either.
No, I within our relationship, I am on record, but now I will be on public record of saying like, that ain't even. I ain't got time for that hassle. Like starting that from scratch and learning another person and their habits and their their eccentricities. Like, no, there's no amount of love or joy or sex that could make that worth it. Like, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be like this reference doesn't necessarily land for you, but like when Homer is really happy, he does this little prance, and he does a little prance, like that he's so happy. It's not gonna be like that, but it's gonna be like, man, that's I'm good. And I am so not a person that needs other people in my life.
Yeah.
Like I was actually just thinking today, that like I hear about stuff like friends doing things and them not inviting us. Like I don't get offended because they've learned by this point that I don't really want to do that. So they just don't invite me, like they'll invite me to the parties or the big gatherings, but like, oh, they drove down to the, to the mountains or to the coast or something. Like, God, and that was your weekend? I ain't got time for that, man.
Yeah, there are things where I'm like, I would have gone to do that. And then others I'm like, oh my God, thank God they didn't ask me, so I didn't have to feel bad about saying no. I do like having people around, but
overrated.
It's a lot of work to get there. And like I've said before, I was not good at dating before. I'm sure I wouldn't be any better this time. But anyway, Stephanie's mom is really good at dating, apparently.
Yes. And apparently she's an expert.
Yeah.
And Jerry is he's almost too good. Jerry is
a little bit. Yes. I almost thought that we were going to see, like, he says, hey, Stephanie, can I talk to you? And goes in the other room and then is a little handsy and, but I think, until I'm told otherwise, Jerry is a good guy who's trying his best. And he's just, the teenagers are suspicious.
Yes.
Because
he is also in an awkward situation.
Yes.
But seemingly he's doing okay with Arthur. He which we will talk a little bit more about Arthur's B plot as we go. But let's we'll save some of the Jerry talk for then.
So Stephanie is I wrote down in my notes, we were talking about the 90s depressed girl. She's approaching that, but she's not doing it in a very cool way.
Yeah,
she's just dressing in dark baggy clothes and just being grouchy all the time.
Yeah, she's not Winona Ryder yet.
No.
She's not Lydia Dietz.
She's not writing poetry or anything like that.
I am strange and unusual. She's not there yet. Yeah, she's not cool depressed.
No, just regular type.
Ankle length skirts and dreams about this one particular bridge
and throwing a stick
Toronto.
Off it as a proxy for yourself.
And walking by it.
And just to be clear, like I am poking fun at this episode,
tongue in cheek,
but I have been depressed. It sucks.
Serious stuff.
Like if you are listening to this and you are identifying with Stephanie and I am sorry, it sucks. Please get help. We love you. We want you to feel better, et cetera, et cetera.
And I think that this is, Stephanie, what they're trying to portray here. And again, this is, we have to remember at its heart, this is a show. This isn't a show about, let us tell you interesting stories about interesting characters. It is a show about teaching lessons to teens,
in 30 minutes,
teens and early teens in 30 minutes. And so, she's going through some stuff, and it is pretty typical of what goes on for a lot of kids. Just nothing is coming up Stephanie right now. Everybody else is happy and has a boyfriend and has, joy in their life in some way.
And people are trying to help, but they're not doing it right, and they're just being nosy, and you tell them to go away. And do you actually mean that? Probably not really, but you don't know how to say, yes, I need help, because you don't know what you need.
Yeah.
You just want to not feel like this.
And and I think like the B plot will heavily tie into the resolution of the A plot. So maybe we can just kind of transition here. So in the meantime, of course, Stephanie and Arthur are supposed to be, team sibling. And so they're talking, their mom has asked Arthur to come over for dinner during a time when he is not normally in her custodial care. And, they're chit-chatting, and he kind of sees something's wrong with Stephanie, but he can't really put his finger on it. And she's kind of being mean to him. But then Arthur reveals, in classic Arthur fashion, that he has a secret
in his backpack.
in his gym bag. He has a what looks like maybe like a Norwich Terrier, some kind of terrier puppy named Phil.
I'm not sure if it actually is a puppy. I just think it's small.
It's small.
He's got the thing
not a
where
puppy, but it's not full grown.
Well, yes,
it's like maybe 6 months old.
I call all little dogs puppies.
Yeah, he looks
even
like a puppy
when they're not. But he's very cute.
A little dog.
We are told he's very smelly, but he's also
Phil,
very cute
because he's living in Arthur's bag, and Arthur hasn't been able to tell his dad. I guess because his dad.
I think he just found him.
Well, he's just found him, and then at some point he 24 hours pass and he still doesn't tell his dad.
Yeah.
And he can't tell his dad for some reason, and he hasn't worked, he's thinking about working up to asking his mom, but in the meantime, yes, he has to spend a day at school with Phil in the bag.
And he just leaves Phil in the bag and just keeps saying shh, shh. And Phil doesn't speak English, so Phil doesn't know.
Oh, he's French Canadian. And you gotta say, lèche.
Chien. Sorry. You got me snort laughing over here. I'm sorry.
And so Phil's presence is revealed to Yick, of course, the partner in crime. Yick.
Shenanigans.
And Arthur unfortunately does not succeed in his sneak Phil through a whole day of school.
No.
He's caught, despite his best efforts to
cover it with coughing.
Cover up for Phil's whimpering and coughing, or whimpering and barking. And he's sent to the principal's office, where he's given a stern, don't bring Mr.
that
Tobolowski, don't bring that dog back on campus,
on school property. So then poor Doris Bell, the secretary, is just like, here, take care of this dog.
I love though that he's telling Arthur this as Arthur's leaving and walking by Doris, and then he buzzes Doris on the intercom and goes, Doris, Mr. Tobolowski is going to leave a dog in your care. Please take care of it for the rest of the day.
And you can see the thought bubble above Doris's head. I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah. And she's given the dog, and presumably Arthur gets it back at the end of the day. But and then we go to dinner. He brings the dog. Mom is not enthusiastic because Phil is stinky. And this is the point where it is revealed that Jerry and Mom have gotten serious. This is also when Mom talks shit about Dad with the lasagna gimmick and all that. And like one of the things between the two of them, you're kind of seeing how each of them in their own way is sort of caught in the middle. Stephanie isn't that happy with her situation at home with her mom, in addition to just the rest of her life. Excuse me. And Arthur really is happy with he's got a new dog. He's settled in.
He's got friends.
To patterns with his dad. He's happy there. He's got Yick. And he's doing pretty good. He's pretty happy. So, for Stephanie, her life isn't great, and it might be about to get worse. For Arthur, his life's pretty good, and his is about to change much more significantly than Stephanie's.
Yeah.
But Arthur is like he's playing it cool. Like he's not He's not letting it get him down. He's not happy. He defends his dad when given the opportunity. He voices that he's happy with his dad, living with his dad with the arrangement they have currently.
So just being bros.
Right, that he doesn't want his dad to reopen the divorce and get custody of Stephanie, and he doesn't want his mom to seek custody of the two of them either. And it's kind of working out. Just dudes hanging out, toilet seats never down. You just if you got to do a deuce, you just hover, man. We do not. We took the seats off. That's that bro house. Yeah. You gotta hover at bro house. That's how it is. She's going to die. I'll let you know if she survives this. We'll see. So he's stands to lose a lot and have a big change in life, but he's persevering.
Well, also, I think he is limited in how much he can react because Stephanie is taking all the air out of the room with her
sass.
So yes.
And back then, where he doesn't get a chance because of the awkwardness of all of the rest of it to ask his mom if Phil can stay there, and Phil was relegated to the backyard for the whole evening. So we don't know where Phil stays overnight.
Yeah.
I guess out back if Arthur stays with his mom, I suppose, which he does because his mom makes a comment that he's already gone for school.
Yeah.
And Phil is back in the bag, and Phil's back at school.
And Yick says, but you're not supposed to bring him on school property. And Arthur says, no, but I have a plan.
Don't they always have a plan? So they take him down to the boiler room and tie him up. But they tie him up with like twine.
Yeah.
Like they haven't even gotten a proper leash.
Yeah. Like the twine is the leash. And like when you're paying attention, you can keep him on the twine leash, but not, when there's probably interesting bugs down there and all sorts of things. And this does not seem like a good plan anyway. Like there's big hot things and probably chemicals around, and like don't leave a curious pet down there, but they do. Except when they go back to get him at the end of school, the leash is empty. And who has Phil? The janitor.
Well, it's not the end of the day, actually.
Oh, that's right.
It's like they're checking him like halfway through the day.
That's right. That's right.
The janitor, the female janitor with her very sort of Pat Benatar but blonde sort of haircut, very progressive Toronto
Canadians.
Canadians.
T.S. Eliot and female janitors. It just goes together.
Yeah. So, but Arthur's back in the doghouse.
Although, like the janitor says, "You better go see Mr. Lawrence," and I was like, say you will and then don't. Like, is she calling up?
Yeah, just peace out of there.
But anyway, he's a good kid. He does what he's told.
And now Yick has been drug into this. He's not an associate. He's an
accomplice.
Accomplice, yes, that's the word.
But he has detention all the time, so this is not really anything new for him.
So Arthur is again chewed out by the disembodied voice of Mr. Radich trying to make his voice deeper.
Right.
Like I said, I think I said talking through a toilet paper roll.
He took off his cool patterned jacket and put on a wig and a cardigan, and it's just like now he's like, I'm a totally different person now.
Yeah, he's never shown on camera, so he doesn't need the wig and cardigan. It just helps him get in character.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
He's that dedicated to the craft.
Yes. So Arthur is told, go home and take the dog home.
You are kicked out of school for the day.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, and plus detention all next week, dude.
And so he goes to the park.
And in the meantime, this is where we kind of catch back up with Stephanie. Yes. So after the dinner where Jerry's is step Jerry is revealed, the next day, Stephanie cannot get her. She just can't muster up her strength. So she puts on her depression outfit and she goes walking near the bridge, in the park, wherever. And Arthur stumbles onto her, slow swinging in the park like you do when you're depressed.
I just don't have the energy to pump my legs. You know?
And they have a little contentious sort of thing in which Arthur reveals, like, hey, man, I'm going through some shit too. And then they part ways. And he's like, I thought we were supposed to be a team, man. Like, it's supposed to be us against the adults. They don't care about us, but we care about each other. And then he pieces out and gets home from school and just psycho, like sociopath lies to his mom, just like, she's like, Arthur, you're home early. He's like, yeah, they ended school early.
Mhm.
You know, like they do sometimes without telling parents.
Well, I have to say, like, she's not super observant. Like,
Yeah.
for all that she seemed observant with the whole condoms and the literature
Yeah.
pamphlets before,
Yeah.
like, she's too do we say she's too digmatized here? I don't know.
Yeah.
She seems a little conservative. She's too in love to
Sure.
pay attention to her kids. Like, she was enough not with it to leave the house before Stephanie went to school, which meant that Stephanie could just not go to school.
Yeah.
Like, lady, you gotta get on it.
Yeah. I don't know what these two are doing, Mom and Jerry, for work, but they're home in the middle of the day already, necking on the couch.
Yeah.
And then, so that Arthur's spot doesn't get blown up, like, you might expect it would. Stephanie comes in just moments later. And I guess it's just an early release day. We just didn't know about this. Oh, I guess that's just what you do when kids can walk to and from school at Degrassi. And now we sort of go into the Jerry schmooze fest, where he's maybe a little too eager. He still, of course, we still have Phil. Arthur still has Phil, and Jerry's steps right up and oh, look at this guy, and Mom says he's too stinky, and Jerry's like, no problem, we'll get this guy out back. Let's go. We're gonna wash him. Yeah, we're gonna hose him out. And Arthur's like, but the hose is cold water. And Jerry's like, dogs can take it. It's fine. It's fine. I asked them, they said they're fine. And so
I speak French Canadian.
Yeah.
So.
Right. I said, you fine? He said, oui, oui. So they're out back washing the dog, they being Jerry and Arthur. And instead of allowing Stephanie to go up into her depression cave, Mom is like, I need you. I need your help. And she's got her like cutting matchstick carrots or whatever she's doing.
And she is, if you didn't think that you could cut carrots in a depressed way, but that's exactly what she's doing.
Depressed yet sassy.
It's
kind
just
of way,
cut.
Yeah.
Cut. Like, it's the most depressed carrots ever.
Yes. And we get in from outside, and from washing the dog, they're toweling him off, things sort of start going to south here. Like, it starts to unravel.
I think it's Jerry says something like, "Oh, we need a new hose," and that's all Stephanie needs. And we.
Who's
we? You're not a part of we. Blah, 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 blah. Stephanie, you apologize this instant, which always goes over well.
Yeah.
And Arthur finally just loses his shit and leaves, walks out, and their mom is about, Jerry, go after him, and Stephanie's like, no, I'll get it.
He's like, he's my brother, I'll get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she finds him on the swings
in Depression Park.
By the very jumpable bridge. And we gave a trigger warning at the beginning. I feel empowered to do all of these jokes. And now we finally get the heart to heart here, the bro and the sis, and they work it out. We're supposed to be a team, and Stephanie realizes, like, hey man, I guess I ain't got it so bad. Like, I'm thinking now about everything you said. You got to uproot your whole life if this happens. And you really like the life you have, even if it, I don't like mine. It ain't so bad over here on this side of the fence. I stand to lose a whole lot less if all this goes south, with Mom and Jerry than you do. So, I was inconsiderate, and yeah, we're supposed to be a team. We're bro and sis. Let's do, we might have different last names, but we're still cool.
Yeah, we're supposed to be related. Let's act like it. And then freeze frame
on mid swing and everything. And that's
And you hear the piano theme song, so you know it's all fixed.
That's how you solve depression.
We fixed depression, and we also fixed divorce.
Yeah. And I think it's important to understand, even though no one needs the moral of the story here. If Stephanie is actually depressed, like clinically depressed, which is maybe we were still in the early sort of stages of treating depression as an illness at this point, 88, 89 kind of thing, 87, 88, whatever. A chat with your brother's not fixing it in the way that this fixes it. No. And so, this is one of those things where they say depression, but really she just was blue. Like she was just down on her life and just needed some perspective. And, this is the kind of depression that, quote, little d depression, let's say, that people can bounce out of. And I think if this show were made anytime in the last 20 years, they would have a character dealing with big D depression, which cannot be solved by realizing that other people have a worse life than you or have a worse lot in life than you, and is clinical and a lifelong struggle.
Well, yeah, I think oftentimes people say, "Oh, what do you have to be depressed about?" And like that's the point of depression is you are depressed when there is no quote reason to be. I think though there is. I don't know if it's a lower level or I don't know how you classify it, but where like there are small things going on, but you react kind of disproportionately to them, or like the little things, the little pebbles weigh you down as much as a boulder would, or something like that. I don't know where that falls on the thing, and that feels like that might be what she's going through.
Yeah, maybe like it could be,
but it's there's a spectrum of depression. But yeah, I think she illustrates though the what do you have to be depressed about? Your life's fine. Okay, yes, but that doesn't fix it.
Right.
But then Arthur is about to have some things happen, and he's probably not going to react that way because brain chemistry is fun.
But happily ever after. I think we've talked the heck out of this.
Yeah. So
I'm checking the time here of this episode.
Moral of the story: stick with your siblings.
Yeah, stick together. Moral of the story: get a real leash.
Yes. And don't talk marriage after 2 months.
Yeah,
when you have teenagers.
Don't get married.
That's weird.
If you are divorced, don't shit talk the other partner because that's the kid's parent.
Yeah, that's like I know. Like, I mean, there's a reason you get divorced. So I get it. But, like, find someone else to tell that to.
Yeah. Like, my parents got divorced in the 80s. And my dad was incompetent at being a father in almost every possible way. And still, my mom, I don't know, went out of her way, but she didn't shit talk.
She didn't need to. She knew that you could see it.
Yes. But I'm saying, like, she did not do anything to set me against him. She just let the experience of being exposed to him set me against him. And that was probably a pretty revolutionary thing in the mid 80s. I think they got divorced in like 85, maybe 84, 85. So, that was probably that was kind of a big deal. So good on my mom, but don't, moral of the story. Yeah. Don't shit talk your former partner because that is your current kid's other parent. Yeah.
And it puts them in a really bad position.
Exactly.
And, or, they're going to innocently probably repeat the thing to the parent and then, and just like, that's not what you wanted. You were just pissed off.
Yeah.
Get a diary, call your BFF. Do not say it to your kid. Yeah. A lesson that I hope to never have to follow, but, you're looking at me like I have something I have to tell you.
That's all. It's check the mail tomorrow. No, I think the first scenario that we outlined in this of my mysterious death is likely to happen before the other scenario.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But yeah. So this is one of those episodes. Yeah, there was a lot of fun to be had here, but this is a very serious thing. And part of the thing of this episode is, as many teens didn't at the time, Stephanie doesn't treat it as a very serious thing. She's thinking, what's the line? A temporary solution to a
Mhm.
permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yeah.
You know, it is that kind of thing, right? And like, there are people who are having depression episodes who consider this sort of thing and can be talked back from
Mhm.
the edge. And then there are the clinical people where, you know, it doesn't matter. You think about celebrities that have, you know, done this over the years. It doesn't matter how much money they have or how happy they seem.
Mhm.
It's a monster
Well, it's
to
just
deal with. And sometimes
yeah.
you lose that fight.
It's internal pain that feels like it will go on forever.
Yeah.
When after our son was born, I had a difficult couple months adjusting, you know, sleep deprivation and all the other things. And I remember at one point sitting on a bench outside the library and thinking, okay, next fall, a year from then, I can come here and, you know, do these things too when he won't sleep or, you know, whatever. And like, I thought that the difficult newborn phase was going to last forever.
Right.
And I remember reading about PTSD, that also is a factor there. Like soldiers, they're having a flashback, or former soldier, whatever, they feel like they're going to be living in that flashback forever.
Yeah.
And I think that is probably true of a lot of mental health conditions where like something hurts and you feel like it's never going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I don't want to say I understand why somebody would harm themselves in that way, but like, I don't fully understand, but I sort of understand.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't have to be forever.
Yes.
And I'm going to stop giving mental health advice because that's weird. But folks, we would love to know what you think of this episode. Please tell me about your cute puppy that you found on the side of the road and that was sweet. Tell us about that instead of the other stuff. You can get in touch with us a couple different ways. You can send us an email. We're at YSMY Podcast. That's YSMY for You Show Me Yours. Or you can find us on Facebook, same handle. Or you can DM us, or you can find on our main feed list of all the episodes that we've had recently. In 2026, we have new episodes every single Wednesday. The first Wednesday of the month, we do our usual YSMY thing and talk about movies and television that we loved before our first date. And the rest of the Wednesdays of the month, we are rewatching Degrassi Junior High. Next time, the episode will be... Oh, we're getting dramatic. The episode is called Censored. When parents call for Spike's removal from school because of her pregnancy, Caitlin publishes a protest. I don't think publish as a protest is what you do, but okay, we'll find out.
Yeah, they had so they are, I think, getting better at this. I was like, why are they're lingering on Spike? They're lingering
but
on,
only from the back.
And there was a scene where those two crazy kids were in the background talking, and like, you know, and I've noticed a couple of times where they will do that before they're going to feature a player that hasn't been on for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
You will see, oh, there they are. Like
they're still around.
They're blocking these scenes in a way to remind you that Spike is here.
Yeah.
And that that whole thing is still going on. And because I was even thinking, like, are we due for a Spike episode? Because that's an awful lot of incidental Spike in the background.
Well,
and
here
we are.
Here we are. So, all right, we'll tune in next week for the Spike drama. In the meantime, this has been You Show Me Yours. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Some mothers get their sons' girlfriends on birth control. I get them registered to vote.